Hey everybody! All right, we are going to talk about oily basics. So by now you should have received your kit, and when you went through the other videos showing you what all came in your kit, we didn't get a lot of detail into how we use each of the oils. So I'd love to go through that with you now. Let's start with lavender. So as we stated, we have three different ways we can use essential oils: aromatically, topically, and some of them we can use internally based on the labels, right? We talked about the difference in the different style of labels and the plus line and the vitality line that are approved. Now, lavender is an amazing oil that you can use all three ways. So one of the ways that we use it for aromatically is all things sleep. Lavender is fantastic for calming, for relaxation. You can put a couple of drops in your hand, cup them over your mouth, and just take a deep breath. You can add them to a diffuser any time of day, especially at night for bedtime, and with your kids. You will thank us. So you just add a couple of drops and turn that diffuser on. Now that you have your oils in front of you, yeah, I would encourage you just take the lid off and take a deep breath and just enjoy that amazing smell of lavender. Another way we use lavender topically is I add it to a roller bottle with copaiba, sometimes copaiba and frankincense, which we'll get into the use of those oils in a minute. But lavender is so soothing for the skin for so many different ways. So we use this and we call it our Band-Aid blend. You can find that recipe down in the resource section there of some recipe fun. The Band-Aid blend there is listed with how many drops and all that goodness. Another way you can use lavender is if you have some seasonal changing situations, sneezes and so forth. Many people have found success taking lavender on their finger and swiping it on the inside of their cheek. So lavender really is called the Swiss Army knife of all oils, and it's just absolutely incredible for so many different things. All right, let's move on to lemon. Lemon, I mean, it just smells amazing, right? It's great added with peppermint in the diffuser for a wake up in the morning. It's a great refresher for any time of the day. I love adding a drop of the Lemon Plus or the Lemon Vitality, which same oil, just different label, into my water, and I love the taste of it. It's just absolutely amazing. Lemon is also great for some non-oily uses, like getting crayon off of walls and sticky residue off of dishes or anything that you bought with stickers, temporary tattoos on children, also face paint that just doesn't want to come off. A great way to use it, as well as to add it in with some coconut oil and help take any of that marker or residue off crazy kids that decide to color on themselves. So there's a fun mom hack for you. All right, the next oil we're going to talk about is peppermint. Peppermint is great for so many uses as well. I love this when I feel head tension. I'll just put a little bit right on my temples. You want to make sure that you go back far enough that it's not too close to your eyes, because it will make your eyes water. It's great for a personal air conditioner in the summertime. You put a couple drops on your hand, rub it on the back of your neck, and you'll just feel instant cooling. A lot of people have found success using this to help with lowering body temperature with little ones that are not feeling well. And it's also approved for digestive situations. So adding this to any other oils to a roller and rolling over the abdomen to help with digestive discomfort, nausea, and so forth, it's absolutely great. And like I mentioned as well, lemon and peppermint together are a fantastic wake up, and also helps with focus and paying attention. So there's another great mom hack for you, for your children, especially when they're at school. The next oil we're going to talk about is frankincense. Frankincense is known as the beauty oil. It is so great for your skin. You can add it to anything that you're currently using for your skin regimen. I also mentioned you can add it to lavender and make that Band-Aid blend to help with any little owies for children. It's also a wonderful one when diffused for focus and relaxation. A lot of people use this during a meditation time or yoga. Frankincense is just all around incredible. Sometimes we've even used it at bedtime with lavender just to help create a more calming situation. So that one's fantastic for those things. All right, now we're going to move on to copaiba. That's how you pronounce it, Copaiba. This one is a godsend for moms with teething babies. It is so mild and yet powerful in what it does, that you can literally take it and put it right on your finger and rub it on your baby's gums. It's great for dental care, even for adults. If you have a toothache or a tooth pain, you're waiting for an appointment, then this will help you get through that. It's also called the cheerleader oil, so it's wonderful to add to any other oil in a roller mix or in a rub mix or any of those things, and it will just intensify the use of what the other oil is doing. So that's definitely a fantastic one to have in your arsenal. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is Digize. Digize is a blend of a number of different oils. Digize stands for digestion. It's a short form for digestion. So anything digestion, anything from up here all the way down to the other end. It is just fantastic. The nice thing is this oil really shows us the way that oils work. The oils are meant to balance our bodies. It does not matter which end of the spectrum you are on, whether the washroom has been your friend for the last every 5 minutes, or if you have not visited it in 5 days. I'm hoping you kind of get my drift, so we don't have to get into too much detail. But it doesn't matter what your situation is. This oil works for both, because the oils bring our bodies back into balance. So it's a really, really great one to have in your arsenal and have on hand, which is why it's part of the kit. You can add it to a roller bottle and roll it on your abdomen. You can add it to coconut oil and rub that on. You can add it into a capsule and take it that way. It's just an absolutely fantastic oil for all things digestion. Now, there's a love-hate relationship with this oil because not very many people think it smells very good. I'm one of them. I do not care for the smell of it. When in doubt, if you don't like a smell of an oil, or if you don't know what to do with it, put it on your feet. Our VitaFlex points are in our feet. That's where our nerve endings are. So it's a fantastic place to put the oils, and then your body will do what it needs to get the oils where it needs to go. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is RC. RC stands for respiratory care. So this one is awesome for anything to do with breathing, lungs, whether it's a concern or whether it's just an everyday type of situation. If you're going to the gym, or if you're climbing the stairs lots, let's say you're doing 10 or 11 loads of laundry and you're just feeling out of breath, this is just amazing to put on your chest and just to breathe it in. You can breathe it in straight from the bottle, in your hands cupped over your mouth, again, like I had stated with lavender. You can do that with any one of the oils, and it's just awesome. If you're feeling a little under the weather, cough, cold, wintertime, in the diffuser is great. In a roller rolled on the chest, you can do both, or even add it to some coconut oil again and do a rub. We like to make up a rub to put on the soles of our feet, just like we used to use Vicks, and helps with the coughing at night. So that one's obviously a must-have going into the winter months. The next one is purification. Purification is named for purifying the air. So anything, we call this our stink begone oil. Throw it a couple drops on a paper towel, toss that in a garbage can, a diaper pail, a sports bag, sports equipment, stinky gym shoes, anything that has a smell. I also love to diffuse this when my house is clean, so it makes it smell even cleaner. In the springtime, when we turn our furnace on, I put this on our air furnace filter, so it just purifies the air in the air ducts and just fills the house with an amazing aroma. It smells so good. I've heard that you put these two together, it smells like Fruit Loops. I think it does, so you'll have to give that a try and let us know. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is Panaway. So Panaway used to have a name of Pain Away, but they weren't allowed to say the name Pain, so they changed it to Panaway. But you kind of get my drift on what this one is good for. It's amazing after a workout, sore muscles, anything to do with that kind of body situations. So if you have sore joints, sore muscles, this one makes an awesome rub, or like we had stated before, in a roller bottle. Some people find Peppermint really helps with their head tension, and if I find it, I actually turn to Pan-Away. So maybe give those a try and see which one works best for you. Oils definitely work different for everybody, so it's a great thing to just do a little bit of trial and error and see what you like best. The next one we're going to talk about is Northern Lights Black Spruce. This is the one that you would have found in the bottom section of the box. So if you haven't pulled the top layer off and gone to find that, you should go find that now. Northern Lights Black Spruce, I call this my knife. I call this my tension cutting knife. So if you ever walk into a room and you feel like the tension is just so thick and so heavy, Northern Lights Black Spruce. I also call it my in-law oil. Just any kind of extra stress or tension or craziness that goes on over the holidays, after school hours, between school and supper time when the kids are wanting food, but it's not supper time yet and you're trying to push that off, or crazy hours, right? We all have crazy hours as moms. Northern Lights Black Spruce to the rescue. The other way that we love to use this one is with lavender, either lavender and frankincense, or you can just use lavender and Northern Lights on their own for a real calming situation. We have a calm down roller. The recipe is in the resource area, and it's just absolutely fantastic for any high energy situations that you'd like to bring down a level. Also, even just before bed, to bring down that high energy of maybe something happening the next day that's too exciting to go to sleep for. So great one to have in your arsenal, and that's why it's in the kit. The last one we're going to talk about is Thieves. Thieves is our powerhouse oil. They have created an entire cleaning line with Thieves because Thieves is so fantastic. You're going to learn all about that Thieves cleaning line in the next week's lessons, and we have switched out all of our stuff in the house to the Thieves cleaners, and we just absolutely love them. It's highly antibacterial. It's a fantastic oil to have and use for immune boosting. Check out the starter kit roller recipes in the resource area for different ways that we use Thieves, but an awesome one to have, and one we never ever want to run out of. Diffused or in a roller, just so many uses for Thieves to keep our overall wellness at a high. So there's your oils. Get oiling, try some new things, make sure you open those bottles, keep them where you can see them, and use them and love them.